Just first of all, coming to a series like this, on paper, the way you're supposed to come in. What about just handling business?
Yeah,
how important was that? Just that part of it there.
Yeah, even though we went down again early, I liked our swings all day. You can start to see a little bit yesterday. Guys are getting a little more and more comfortable with their approach that we've got them in against certain types of pitchers. Hey, you got to tip your hat. UIC, obviously I know the score got a little sideways there late. Had some guys today moving the ball around the strike zone with a lot of different movement, a lot of different looks. I think that's things that's really hard to replicate in practice, but we've got to be ready for when we get to league play.
I thought that might have been the first time I've seen Trey try to go to right field in his at-bat so far this year, and when he did, did you hope for now that's going to kind of get him off the slide?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I think that, sometimes that's those kind of at-bats, to your point, are what make a guy, get on a hot streak, so to speak, start seeing the ball. Yesterday, his last at bat, he lined out to right. I don't know if you remember it. Mm-hmm. And I looked at Coach Coggin and I said, okay, if we can get a little more of that right center approach with him, our guys love to call it the T-Mobile approach just because of the sign out there. But if we can get a little more of that, I think the game will slow back down for him and he'll get off some good swings. So it was good to see today.
Daniel Jackson, third position he started for you so far early on this year, and then he took some great at-bats. They had the home run, the way he's playing right now.
Yeah, no, he's a phenomenal athlete. Here's a guy who can catch, can play first. How about the ball he ran down and right? Yeah. That was not an easy play. And then gets on, steals bases. He's a very, very, very dynamic player.
Jordan Stevens, dynamic. Speaking of dynamic today, everybody knows about the fastball, but he was knocking those breaking pitches down for strikes, and that was really going to make him a great pitcher.
Couldn't be happier for Jordan. We put in a lot of hard work with him, and in all facets of the game, not just his breaking ball and his split that he was able to execute today, but like controlling the running game and being comfortable doing all those kind of things, still in your position. It's really, really nice to see him be under control today, because when he's under control, I think you'll see, what you saw today a lot more.
What do you see from the hitters with 2 outs? I think you guys had 9 or 10 straight reach with 2 outs in the 6th.
Yeah, we have a thing. It's play this game like there's no outs at all times, right? What some people call 2-out lightning, whatever. We're just going to. I want your approach to be as if, hey, it's 0-0. No outs. We need a good double. We need a good contact right here. Good hard. Get off your A swing. And like I say, I think last week we were trying to do too much, right? We were getting too big. And this week I think we've just slowed the game back down a little bit.
You had a couple of tough starts yesterday and today just with JT and Brian. But you come back with those bullpen guys. What does it say? You talked about the depth, but guys just kind of taking that 2-3 inning closer approach. Is that what we saw?
Yeah, it is. And we've got to figure out that front end of the game. It's usually just the opposite. But, I thought JT threw some really good pitches that were really close in the strike zone that didn't go our way, and that's fine. That's part of the game. And stayed in their battle and kept them to 2. His off-speed stuff was good. So I think our bullpen, will continue to carry us, but we'll figure out the front end of the game.
But JT just going to go 1 inning regardless?
Yeah. Well, he was on a 30-pitch count. He went 27 in the first. Okay. So
let me ask you, of course, in the bottom of the first, you had the natural cycle. All the years you've been playing, how many times have you seen that? Can you count
of course, Coach Coggin knew that, right? Figured that out. So, but yeah, not very much. Not in 1 inning, no.
Got time for one more? Was the plan for Cullen to only face that one batter?
Yeah, I was bringing him in to continue to get him some left on left. And once again, I thought he threw the ball, really well. We had a couple calls that didn't go our way, like I say, and that's fine. That's baseball. He's around the strike zone. I want to continue to get him ready to come in and get really good left-handed hitters out.